music stop. That's dumb. Okay, well, I was just playing a really good song and it was really flowy. And the point is that getting your high ticket clients does not have to be filled with stress and discomfort. And that's what we're gonna be talking about today. Hey Heather, how are you doing? So I have so much to say because I've done so many different courses, so much different things, but I was getting really overwhelmed about doing the high ticket client week because I had so much to give. But today, instead of blocking myself from joy and abundance and flow and ease, I woke up and I was like, oh my gosh, I have this event, but I really should be working. I tuned back into my heart and I was like, no, this is what I need. I need to go to this event. It was for spiritual women to come together, and now I feel so good, and now I feel so in flow, and now I'm doing the homework and doing the work for this program. So what the lesson is I've actually never made a client from pushing against the grain. I lay the framework, I do the work, and then almost all of my clients kind of come to me from, of course, me doing the work, but then also ease and flow and joy. So I wanted to start this call off by telling you guys some of the ways I've gotten clients. One of which was me listening to my soul, tuning in and being like, oh, please show me some guidance on how to get a client. And my soul said, like, I had an intuitive nudge to go to this VIP event. And it costed money, you guys. I don't think I had any clients at the time. It costed $1,000 to go to a VIP event in San Diego. And I was like, this is crazy, this isn't good, but it was like a higher level coach. And it was so strong. And how do you listen to your intuitive nudges is when it's like, it sounds scary, but it sounds like, ooh, this is exciting, this is fun, this lights me up. If I were there, you visualize the abundance and the happiness and the joy, and she was literally gonna help me get that client. So I took the leap, put it on the credit card, and then I booked it, and I found that there was an event going on in San Diego. So what? There was an event going on in San Diego in a group, and so I was like, I need to go there. So it was the same day or the next day. I can't remember what it was. I can't remember. But so I went to the VIP event, and then I went to this Boss Babe event, okay? And I met up with these women, and I went there all lit up from my learning and my coaching and being like, ooh, like I might find a client at this event. Like being open to it. Don't push it, but being open to being like, hey, when you get there, be like, ooh, one of these might be a potential client. One of these might be a really good connection where I could change their life. So you really connect to the value first, and then open your eyes to see it. I think this is a key point for me, is you get clear on the goal, and then you open your eyes, open your receiving to be able to see the opportunities, and then when you see them, do it. Take that intuitive nudge. So at this event, you know, I was just enjoying myself and talking to the other ladies. I brought my business cards. I made sure to introduce myself, to connect. And there was a couple ladies, and I let them know like what I did, how I could help them. They were all coaches trying to be a coach. So I already knew like this is a gold mine. But there was a couple women, and yeah, I gave out my card. She actually came to me and she's like, I really need help with websites. I really need help with the marketing, blah, blah, blah. So I was like, okay. And we booked a follow-up. I followed up with her. I messaged the ladies. You guys, you have to take action. You have to take action when you're given these opportunities. So I booked a call. I followed up with most of them, and one of them was like, yeah, I really want to talk to you. She was very hesitant. I think this is a good lesson. She was very hesitant to invest again because in the past she didn't get what she wanted and she really needed more in-depth one-on-one help, not just a big mastermind. And I knew, like, I can help this woman. I knew my value. So connect to your value. And I had this intuitive nudge to give her like a discounted one-off session. She really wanted to work with me full term, but she was afraid. So I have this intuitive nudge to give her like a really lower cost one-off session. And then if she liked it, she wants to book with me. And so I gave her that. That's scary, you know, you're gonna give your all, you're doing it lower, but I knew that I wanted to build this trust and I knew the value. 1 second. Also say, hey, like, feel free to ask any questions so I can answer on the call. So I got this intuitive nudge, I did that, I gave her so much value, she wanted to work with me, she paid me $6K. I worked with her on the cost, I worked with her on a payment plan, we did the contracts, all of the above. But I'm just letting you know that almost every single one of my clients, actually all of my clients came from flow and ease, came from work and then flow and ease. So whenever you're at work or at your desk and you're like, I can't get a client, I'm stressed, I'm in bad energy, I have to do this, I'm overwhelmed, ask yourself, how can I make this more fun? How can I make this more heart-centered and flowy and filled with ease? And then ask for guidance. Be like, God, source, universe, I need a, no, don't cancel that out. I really want to help another client. I really want to help more people. Please give me guidance today. Today. Even you can even say within the next hour, but then be open to it. Be open to receive. Maybe do a meditation. But then when you hear those weird nudges, you listen to it. So one of my other nudges when I did this was to go to an event locally. And the only event was a spiritual gifts event locally. And I was like, well, this doesn't make sense to get a client. But I went anyways. And then I connected with this woman so much. And we actually were working together and we're helping each other. And it was magical. But don't get pushy. Don't skip to the sell. You really want to stay centered and get to know them, and don't rush to the sell. Don't get impatient. Make sure to find out, where their pains are, how you can help. Get so clear on the value that you know that you can help them, and then take the initiative. So there will definitely be, I have a really awesome, powerful sales script that you guys can go through. We're going through sales next week, but I can give that this week if you guys are interested. So let me look at my notes real quick. Okay. Some other ways that I've gotten clients are doing a random live stream, hitting someone up, and then them saying that I wanted to do it with them, and them saying they actually wanted to work with me. This was just an intuitive nudge. I've gotten clients from going through my DMs and being like, okay, give me like guidance on who to talk to. Not just talk to anybody, but give me, if there's anybody in here that needs to talk to me, like show me. And I followed up with some messages, like scrolling and be like, oh, that one, I need to, oh, cool. Follow up with this person. Start a conversation. Or this person was interested in my mastermind and I was like, oh, you're interested? Let's jump on a call. And then she was my biggest client I've had yet. Yeah. And it wasn't being pushy though. It wasn't being salesy. So during the launch period though, there is a strategy. I'm not saying I don't have strategies. I still post, I deliver value, do all the things. So first of all, decide how long do you want to launch your client time. Like it's good to have a launch time. That way you're not always draining yourself trying to get clients all the time. Maybe you launch it like a course and then you go hard and then you get your client list filled and then you can, have that for the time period and, launch 2 months before you're done or a month before you're done. That way you're not going through this like stressful always launch time. Okay? And it gives you breaks and it gives you, time for yourself and to grow and maybe to invest and to work on yourself. So figure out how long do you want your launch period. Mine, next one is 10 days. I like to say to post every day. Post behind the scenes. Post what you're doing. Post if you're working on a sales page. Like, share that. You guys, we are not like everybody else. You are on this call because you're not like everybody else. Most people don't have their own businesses. Most people aren't, going big and doing it. So post stuff you're doing. It gets people getting to know you. People like to see it. People like to see the behind the scenes. So post, share. Don't overthink it all the time, Share. For me, I like to live stream. I do best on live stream. The downloads come, I'm in my zone. I just got done with a really good event today. I'm in the energy, and so I'm going to share because that's easiest for me. But if it's easiest for you, write out all your stuff and then go live. Or just be seen, be heard. And make sure you identify your 3 main objections that you've been getting. Why are you getting them? Dive into that. We've done that in the past homework. And then know to cover and overcome your objections in your posts. Whether it's live video, whether it's a quote, whether it's your post, make sure to include the objection overcoming in your posts. Okay? So maybe that's time. Do a story and then include time in the post and how to overcome that. Like, for example, stop taking your life for granted because you're not always gonna have this time. What if you don't make changes in 3 months? What happens? In 6 months, what happens? In a year, if you don't take the action today? And if my roommates get home, I have to maybe go upstairs. They might be here. Okay. Then make sure to write a list, okay? When you get these intuitive nudges, maybe you have a person that keeps popping up in your mind, or you keep seeing them online and you have this intuitive nudge. What I mean by that is I don't know, you think of them longer. They pop up in your head multiple times. Why don't you just follow up with them? Okay? Reach out. Be like, hey, I've seen you pop up on Facebook. I saw you like my pages. How are you doing? Start the conversation. And then maybe lead to, what are you doing in your business? What are you working on? Open-ended questions. Oh, great. Fabulous. Try and find if they have any pains. And then invite them to a call. Don't make it a big deal. It's not a big deal. Stop making your calls a big deal. They don't have to be. They can just be like, hey, let's get to know each other. I want to see how you guys are doing, and book it. Press yourself to do these things. Okay? Let's see. I have so many notes. Okay. So next, we really want to get clear on who your target audience is, who your target client is, okay? So write this out. Do a vision of your next client. How does she find you? Does she find you on a podcast? Does she find you on a Facebook page? Does she find you in a group? How do you want to be found? How does she reach out to you? Is it DM? Does she just book a call? I want you to get really, really specific. And then a really good way to get out of oh my gosh, how in the world am I gonna get a client, is to write a list. Write a list of all the ways that you can be found, okay? Maybe it's your past group posts. Somebody could literally search something in the search bar, click on an old post from 22 weeks ago, and then book a call because they binge on your content, okay? Also, someone could just listen to a podcast that you're on, that you've done 3, 5, 10 weeks ago, and they're listening to it now, and then they find you, and then they go binge on your content, and then they go find you there, and then they go and they're like, I want to work with you. Okay? So it doesn't have to be hard. But having this list of all the different ways that they can find you will really open up your brain that it's possible. And having these crazy ideas shows like, oh, it could happen, okay? It opens you up to possibilities. And then contact people, have conversations, get to know your audience, jump on calls to get to know them. Sometimes it's just jumping on calls to get comfortable on sales calls or even relationship building calls. Don't make it pressurized. How would you make getting on calls more fun? How would you make getting on calls more flowy? Okay? I take it as a friend. I'm just getting on the phone to see how they're doing. I take the pressure off, and then I enjoy the sales call. So we're in the launch mode. This is us launching. We're gonna do sales next week, but take the pressure off. Okay, so next step is to make a list of all the ways that people can pay you. Do not project your money insecurities on other people, okay? Just because if you have money insecurities and you can't pay $1K, $500, $5K, $10K, doesn't mean that other people out there can't, okay? Don't project your money insecurities. Go back to the homework for the money and just don't do that. There's so many people out there looking for you. They're literally looking for your help. They need you. So give them an opportunity to buy. And how you can do this and get out of these money roadblocks is look around and see money everywhere. I live in Newport Beach. Money is literally everywhere. It's everywhere. How do I find money everywhere? There's a BMW outside my house. There's a Porsche in the garage right there. There's another Porsche across the street. All the money. There's so much money. Like, people are spending over $100,000 on cars. Yeah. And you think $1,000 is a lot? It's not for everybody. The person who hired me from San Diego, she paid me $6,000 and she was getting like $10,000 a month in, what is that called? I can't remember what that's called, from her husband, that they were divorced, okay? Like, don't project your money insecurities on other people. Get it out of your head. Okay, so make a list of all the ways that people can have money. Maybe it's they just got tuition reimbursement. They just got a tax refund. They just got money from insurance. They just got money from their 401k. Maybe they got extra. They have money in their 401k that they can use to invest in their business because they want that. They could sell a couch. I don't know, I have a couch in my garage. They could make money from clients. They could make money from, maybe they have a car that they need to sell. They could make money from their grandma, their family, their friends, their brother. Maybe they have it in savings. They have it in their bank account. Literally, some people just have money in their bank account. They're just like not used to using it. So make a long list as much as you can. You guys, I'm really thirsty. Okay. Next, when you go out, getting back to like the Porsches and stuff, money is everywhere. Watch it. Go into Louis Vuitton. Look at all these people buying $1,000 bags. Like, money is everywhere. Don't you think your services are valuable? Yes. Look at the person wearing the Chanel purse. Look at the person wearing the Louis Vuittons. If you don't live in a big place like California, fine. Look at people having nice cars, Lexuses. Those are expensive. They're like 50,000 plus. Look at people spending on their tuition. Look at people investing in other businesses, other courses. Like, instead of looking at people celebrating money and celebrating clients and all that stuff, if that's triggering you, you gotta heal something behind that. But instead, look at it like, oh my gosh, she's making clients, I can get clients. Be happy for them, celebrate them, okay? Whew. Let's see. During this week of launching, you want to have a few big focuses of what you love to talk about. And almost every time I get a new client, I have a new big post. A big post that's vulnerable, open, hard to share. And this is healing for me and healing for other people. And it also gets me clients. Yes, my vulnerability is like currency, okay? So what is something that you're scared to share that maybe you don't even think is a big deal? Maybe you don't think it relates to your business. Whatever it is, what is it? Drop it below. I want to see it. Make a list. What are some things you're scared to share? This could be your fear to-do list, okay? I heard that from a coach before. Fear to-do list. Maybe I should make my own. Anyways, fear to-do list. Name a bunch of things that you're scared to share, okay? Those are the things you gotta share. You can relate it to just being, the one that I was most scared to share, I didn't relate it to my business. I just shared it and my clients connected with me and they paid big bucks, okay? It doesn't have to be connected to your business, but have a lesson in it. Go back to the content creation homework. Okay, and then with your visualization, you go through how they found you, how they bought from you, maybe what day of the week you're working. How are the calls going? What are you guys talking about? What are you helping them with? What are the results that they're getting? This one's big, you guys. Huge. What results are gonna help your clients get, okay? And then maybe even write that down somewhere. Sorry, this lighting is like not good. I kind of want to move. Meow. That's not pretty. Is that okay? I don't like this shadow. There we go. Okay, so get back. Okay, so share the post that you're scared to share. Doesn't have to relate, but it has to be bigger and bolder, vulnerable, open, raw. Get it to where your clients get to connect with you on a different level. They get to know you, they get to trust you, they get to really like you, especially for one-on-one clients that you want to sell high ticket. They want to get to know you. They want to know that they want to be in your energy. They want to actually connect with you on different levels. You're going to be spending a lot of time with them. So you got to get raw and deep, okay? If you're going to get people to spend $2,000, $3,000, $5,000, $10,000 on you, you got to get raw. You got to get deep, okay? So in your visualization that we already covered a little bit, you really, really, really dive into like, okay, she finds me on one of my old posts, one of my old podcasts. She starts binging my content. And then she goes on my Facebook page. She starts liking my Facebook page. And then she binges. And then she books a call or she messages me. For me, I think I would rather maybe get on a message. Maybe we start chatting and she's like, I want to work with you. I want to work with you. And then we book a call and she's ready. Like, literally, I don't have to get into all the selling. She's already done a lot of the binging on me. She already wants to hire me. And then we dive in deep. She already knows. And then I give her the price and she's ready to go. She may be a little bit scared, but she's ready. She's like, this is the push. Like, yes, I'm ready. I'm scared, but I'm ready. And then maybe you work with her through her objections. You guys, my biggest clients, I worked with them through their objections. I was a coach. I was helping them. Sometimes people want to be coached through their objections because they want to buy and they're not used to this next level. So it's literally like, what's your objection? Are you afraid that you're not going to do the work? Okay, let's uncover that. Like, be a coach. Step up to the plate. Help them with their insecurities. Coach them a little. Okay, you're scared to invest. Why is that? Okay, can you make this back? Do you believe in yourself? Do you believe that you can take the next steps to achieve the end results? What happens if you don't do this? This is not a bad question. What happens in 3 months if you don't make a change now? Oh, I'm doing the same thing. Okay, and what happens? My business doesn't grow and I'm stuck at where I'm at and I have to get a job. Okay, so what's the next step? What do you want to take? Okay, key place, key point. And then go back and read you make a success plan for your client. You go into detail. She finds me this way. She's so excited. She's getting results. We're working on Tuesdays. We're going through calls. She's so excited to work with me. I'm helping her get sales. I'm helping her lose weight. I'm helping her get confident in her body, which ultimately is helping her with her relationships. She's happier in life. Her kids are happier. Like, literally, dive in deep. That's going to be part of one of the training videos. Read it every day. Get into that energy. Get into the excitement. Get into the flow. And then write a list. What would you be doing if you already had that client? What would you be doing if you were that client or that coach with a full set of clients? What would you be doing? Make a list and start doing some of those things. Start building the life how you want it. Because I'm telling you this, if you don't plan for success, you're planning for failure. If I'm like, okay, I want to reach 10K months, I need to make a list. What would I be doing with 10K months? What would my budget be? What would I be investing in? How much would I be spending here? How much would I be spending there? And then how much of my budget is just expenses? How much is my budget going to insurance? And plan a leveled up future. That way when you start making the money, you know where to put it. You're not like, oh my gosh, I'm getting all this money, and then you start spending on purses, and then you start spending on this and that, and you're like, oh, my money's all gone. No, plan for success. What would you be doing? Oh, you actually already know a VA? That's what I did yesterday. I literally asked for a guided VA to come to me, and on LinkedIn, someone messaged me and she gave me a really killer deal, and I went for it before I got the new clients. Yeah, I'm taking that trust. Like, what's $7 an hour, $10 an hour when you're gonna be making big bucks and you need that help to get the clients? Say, okay, for me, 10K client, what's investing $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, even $4,000 to get a $10,000 client? That's $6,000 profit, right? So don't think in scarcity. Stop thinking in the scarcity. How much would you spend to get this money? Like, that's a CEO business owner. You spend like 10K to get 20K? That's good. 50%? Yes. These are big numbers. You spend $200, $300 to get a $1,000 client? That's a win. 70% profit margin? Yes. You need to think like a CEO. Okay. Now, there's going to be other videos. I'm quite tired today, but I want you guys to journal out. This should even be maybe first. If you watch this, maybe do this first. What are all the emotions, fears, insecurities coming up for you today? Pay particular attention to the ones that you keep stuffing down. What are they? Write them out. Write all of those insecurities, all those beliefs. What are the fears? What are the insecurities? Write them out. Okay, you write them out. Now, what if those are actually lessons? These are lessons to teach you and help you grow. What are they here to teach you? Okay, another thing. What do you feel you have to have, be, do before you get a client? Before you get success? What is that? What's holding you back? Okay, is that actually true? Is it? Is it actually true that you have to have pretty worksheets? You guys, this was one of mine. I used to think I had to have pretty worksheets to have clients. Okay. Try to find maybe client coaches that don't have super pretty worksheets. Like, how can you do it your way? What if it could just be your way? So I don't have pretty worksheets. I have like an ebook. Great. What if you don't have to have an ebook? What if you can just be an amazing coach because someone out there needs you? Someone out there needs your message and they're struggling and they need you, and all you have to do is put your message out there and they're gonna come. They're gonna come because your soul is speaking and they need you, and unless you put it out there and unless you put a CTA and unless you get on the call, they're still gonna be struggling. They need you. Okay. So we covered a lot. I have a couple more things we're going to go over into the future videos, but I'm going to have a meditation for you guys and some homework. And, last thing is I want you guys to write a list of your credibility. I know it's on the target audience, but I want you to recap it. What have you gone through? How much energy have you spent on your growth? How much time have you spent on your growth? It doesn't have to be money. How much experience have you had that gives you that credibility of what you can help? How far have you come? Take a real look at it and write a big long list of this. I want to see this. This is all very important. This isn't just thinking about it and thinking about it on this call. It's writing it out. Writing this stuff out. Through all of my success, I always really deep dive into this, and there's always big epiphanies. So don't skip this. Don't skip the steps. Each of these will be big breakthroughs to get your clients. Okay, and then just to wrap it all up, mindset comes first, flow and fun, get into the energy, get into the excitement, follow your intuition. What could be a fun way to make clients? Is it a giveaway? Is it a live stream? Is it a challenge? Do it. Follow your intuition. Get into the fun and the flow. Is it jumping on calls? Is it doing voice messaging? Do it. Okay, and then how many calls are you going to take? Have call to actions on maybe 1, 2, 3 hit. So every 2 posts, the third one you're doing a CTA, you're doing a quote, you're doing a behind the scenes, you're doing an inspiration. Bam, you're doing a CTA. Okay, you could do a CTA every single day and nobody would even care. Nobody's out there like, oh my gosh, she did a CTA 4 times. Nobody's out there being like, oh my gosh, she's still looking for clients for 5 days. You know what? One of the coaches I follow, she has been looking for clients for 3 weeks, and she's 20K. You guys, she's a 20K coach. No wonder. It takes time. It's okay to be launching for 3 weeks. It's okay to say that you don't have clients yet. You're looking for the right one. Nobody's out there like analyzing you like that. And if they got way too much free time on their hands. Okay? So hold the vision every night. Do the meditation. Read your exciting success plan for your high ticket client, and then decide. You guys, this is so big. Oh gosh, this is the big thing. Decide that you have those 2 clients, those 3 clients, whatever amount that you want. How many do you want? Is that achievable? Do you actually feel that that's achievable? Can you view the amount of clients and feel good about it? Don't pick 10 clients and then you're like, oh, I don't know if I could take on 10 clients. Like, feel into the energy. Can you take 2? Can you take 3? Can you take 4? I give a lot of energy and time to my one-on-one clients. It is a high cost. I want 2, okay? And I can feel into that. I'm like, yeah, that feels good. I got one on Tuesday and one on Thursday. Yeah, and then I Voxer them at night. I Voxer them in between calls. I'm so excited. I'm so excited to help them get speaking gigs, get passive income, and level them up, okay? So you get excited. Okay, and then what is holding you back? What do you think is holding you back? You gotta work through these triggers. Go back to the past homework. Like, are those actually true? Can you heal this? Write it out. Write an opposite statement. And then I have a bunch of other I have some other content as well. I have a meditation I'm gonna make for you guys that you can listen to. And I think we went over it all. I think I'm a little tired. I'm gonna go sit down, have some more water because I need to drink more of my Kangen water because I forgot it when I went to my event today, and I was so mad because it really affects my energy when I'm drinking the filtered water that like is really heavy. So drop below some of your takeaways. Get excited, get in the energy, hold the vision every single day, trust your intuition, and know that they're coming, and decide, I have 2 clients. I have 2 10K clients. I'm so excited about that. Oh my gosh. Say it every day. Say it 100 times a day. Write it down. How much do you want to charge? Write, I am a blank K coach. I am a 5K coach. I'm a 10K coach. Claim it. And then every single day, with the fear, decide anyways. Decide. Every day, look for opportunities. Don't look for the opposite. Look for opportunities. Take the action. Do it. You can do it. Hold it. Okay? Boom. Have a great day. I hope you guys enjoy your Saturday, and I hope this was really helpful. We'll have a few other pieces, but you can start on the work. You can rewatch it. And thank you guys so much. I love you. And don't forget, enjoy your life along the way. Have fun in your business.